So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a GFX. And to make this GFX, you're going to need Blender 2.79, Roblox Studio, and Roblox, obviously. But before this video starts, if you have any questions about this tutorial, leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. Also guys, make sure you subscribe and like this video if you want to see some more videos like this in the future. I'm not going to waste y'all's time, so let's get started. Okay guys, so the first step to making your Blender is you're going to want to download Blender 2.79. To help you guys out, I put the link in the description to the page I'm on right now. So you're going to have two options right here, and you're going to see download latest Blender and download Blender 2.79. We're going to click this option. So you're going to get an index of all the different releases for Blender. And as you can see here, we have different computer types. So whether you have a Linux, I don't know how to pronounce it, a Mac or a Windows, it depends on the option you're going to pick. For me, I use a Mac, so you're going to want to choose this option right here and make sure it says zip at the end. Once you click it up here in your downloads, it should be downloading right here. So I already have Blender installed, but essentially you're going to drag this file to your desktop and then just follow the download instructions. But don't be overwhelmed because they're pretty easy to follow. Okay guys, so after you have that installed, you're going to launch Roblox Studio and you're going to click base plate. So after that, you're going to go to plugins and you're going to get the plugin load character. This plugin is free and you can get it in Already Pro's inventory. So once you have it downloaded, you're going to click it right here and this pop-up should come up. So once you have that successfully installed, you're going to click this and this should come up right here. Now it's time to type in the name of whoever you want to make a GFX of. In this case, it's me. So once you search up your character, you have two options here. You have spawn at R6 or spawn at R15. For this tutorial, we're going to spawn this at R6. Once it's loaded, you're going to go to Explore, and you're going to find where it says the name of the avatar that you chose to make a GFX of. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click and you're going to scroll all the way down to Export Selection. Once you click that, you're going to just name it and you're going to save it to your downloads. Now we can click Save. Okay guys, so now it's time to actually make our GFX. So you're just going to click out of this screen and you're going to see this box right here. So to delete this box right here, you're going to hold down FN and press delete. And then just click delete again. To move, it's pretty much like Roblox Studio. You're going to hold down Shift, press F, and then use W, A, S, and D on your keyboard and hold Shift to go faster. So now to insert our GFX, we're going to go up to File, scroll down to Import, and press wavefront.obj. Now we're going to go to wherever you saved your GFX. In this case, mine's downloads. So once you find the file, mine's right here, you're going to make sure it's the .obj version. And then you're just going to click it and go to import.obj. So my character's way over here, so we're just going to use these little arrows to bring it down a little bit. So now we have our character, but she's white as a ghost. So we're going to go down to this little snowball right here. Click it and press texture. Now it might look super scary because it's really dark, but that's where this thing comes in. So you should see this little thing somewhere on this grid right here, and you're just going to right click it and position it in front of your character. This is our light source. The legs might be black, but I'll show you guys how to fix that very, very soon. So now I'm going to teach you guys how to position your character. I'm going to put her hand over her mouth so she looks surprised, but you can apply this method to any different position and it should work. Also, here's a pro tip really quick. When you select something, make sure you go up here and change set origin to geometry so it's easier to find your arrows and it's on that specific body part. That will come very, very in handy, just so you know. So here's your different options for moving your arms. So here we have to move it back and forth, and right here is to rotate it. I'm gonna rotate my arm up to make my life a little bit easier when we get into the more advanced stuff. So now it's time to bend the arm. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go down where it says object mode and change this to edit mode. And you're also gonna go back to that snowball where it says texture and change it to wireframe. Now it kind of shows me where the arm bends. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click on a random part of the arm. Make sure it's part of the arm that you're going to bend, or else it'll kind of lag out. So now you're going to hold down Control and hold down left click so you can almost cut out the part of the arm that you want to bend. And once I got that, I'm going to rotate it and bring it up to her mouth. So once I do that, I can go out of edit mode and go back to object mode and go back to texture. So now that we have our arm done, I kind of want to rotate her body a little bit. So to rotate multiple parts of her body at once, you're going to click one of the body parts you want to move, then hold down shift and click the rest that you want to move. And now I just want to rotate the head so she's looking straight again. Okay, so now that we've got all that done, I'm pretty happy with how my GFX looks. So now it's time to tackle this section of our GFXs. It may look super duper intimidating, but most of this stuff doesn't even matter. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is go to resolution. It should be under the camera icon, and you're going to change the resolution to 10,000 pixels by 10,000 pixels. And then you're going to take this thing from 50% all the way up to 100. I have a pretty good computer, but if your computer doesn't work very well, I highly recommend you keep this at 50. Next, you're going to go down to shading and go to alpha where it says sky. Click this and go to transparent. This is just so we have a transparent background. Then you're going to go to this world icon. And remember how I said that we'd fix these black legs? Yeah, well, we're going to click indirect lighting and ambient occlusion, and that will fix our problem. So once all those things are checked, you can go down to this little snowball again and press rendered so we can see how our rendered image would look, just to make sure nothing happened. So I liked how this turned out, so I'm ready to render it, but if you want to change anything, go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to go back to this snowball, go back to texture, and now we're going to click view down here and press camera. Now using the same controls to move, we're going to move this camera in front of our character, and we can crop it wherever we want. So once you've positioned your camera where you want it, we're going to go up to render and press render image. Okay, so once that finishes loading, we're going to go down to image and press save as image. So I'm just going to name it GFX, but you can name it really whatever you want. And then you're going to click desktop and then press save as image. And here is our final product, guys. The only reason this is a black background is because it's transparent. So now you can take any editing software you want and just put a background behind your GFX, and there you go. Okay guys, so that was our finished product, and I hope you guys liked it. I also hope that this tutorial was somewhat easy to follow. I tried to explain it to the best of my abilities, but if you need any more help, just comment below and I'm happy to help you. Make sure you guys subscribe, also guys, make sure you subscribe and turn those post notifications on because I post every week now. But thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.